I'm LazyDude99. This is my friend.
When are we gonna punch a reporter?
We'll get to that. We'll get to that here, okay? Just wait, okay? This is my friend here, Dr. J, and we are going to review the Mass Effect games, starting with the first one.
Duh.
Mass Effect. Yeah, well, duh. You wouldn't start with the third one, unless you were a moron. Anyway.
Or we were, I don't know, evil?
No.
Can we?
No.
I like being evil.
No, we'll review the first one. Alright, so, let me just say, guys, when it came to Mass Effect, it always was the game for me that I just heard about it. You know, I heard everyone's talking about Mass Effect.
Mainly
it's a
me.
great game. Yeah, he was one of the guys that really told me, you gotta play Mass Effect, you gotta play Mass Effect. And I'd just be like, but it's an RPG. I don't like RPGs.
What's wrong with you, man?
It's not my style of gameplay.
Get out.
No, hey, this is my review, my place, we're doing it my way.
Who cares?
But eventually, I gave in.
Because I'm awesome. And I'm persistent.
I tried Mass
And
Effect.
can be annoying.
And
which is fun.
I loved it. So, what is your experience with Mass Effect? What is the best thing that you like about the first game, Mass Effect?
The Mako.
The Mako, really?
Yep.
That's the best.
That and explosive ammo.
Oh, that's true. That's pretty good.
And Novaria.
Okay.
And vomiting zombies. And everything.
Okay. Well, the thing that I really like, the thing that Mass Effect does better than any video game ever, of course, is, well, except for maybe the second one, and we'll get to those, is choice.
The warehouse workers. All the real guards must be dead.
Stay back or we'll shoot.
I just killed 50 bodyguards to get in here. What do you think I'll do to you? This would be a good time to find somewhere else to work.
Yeah, right. That's a good idea. Yeah, I never liked Fist anyway. It would have been quicker to just kill them.
You know, there's been lots of games where there's a choice of good side, evil side, and you get to choose, but there's no ever real consequences in the gameplay of any of those choices. Whoop-de-doo. So Spider-Man decides to wear the black suit and get with Black Cat other than Mary Jane. Whoop-de-doo. Like, stuff like that. The choice was very pointless. But in Mass Effect, all the choices that you make seem to have consequences and repercussions.
It's true. Okay.
So, of course, you start the game as Commander Shepard. You can make
the most badass guy ever. Or girl.
You can make your own first name, however, it really doesn't really matter because you're only going to be referred to as Shepard. I mean, like, no matter what, you could call yourself Mr. Smelly Pants and it would be
Bob Dale Jr. III.
Hello, Commander Shepard. Like, come on, no one would make fun of your name if your name was Bob Dale Jr. III.
Which is awesome, by the way.
Who cares? But you go in and you have choices which will either make your character a paragon of duty, the guy that stands out above all others, that will lead the troops into battle,
or a renegade, which includes punching reporters.
Or you'll be the renegade, which will end up
fun.
Will end up you doing the more shady dealings,
Punching reporters,
and the more evil, not evil, but the more
badass type stuff.
Yeah, and some of the more mean choices.
Like kicking a puppy.
What?
No.
You don't kick a puppy in this. There's no puppies in Mass Effect.
There's hamsters though.
Not in Mass Effect 2. We're talking about Mass Effect. So the story is, I guess we should kind of go into the story, is, as I said, you play as Commander Shepard, and you are in the trials of trying to become the first human Spectre.
Pretty much what Spectres are is that they're cops, with no rules. So you piss them off. When I do the finger gun, why did I have a real gun?
Yeah, true enough.
There you tucked up on my jacket. Bang!
Don't mess with the laser gun, dude. You've played GoldenEye. You know how that ends up.
The golden gun's better.
Yeah, but you got one bullet.
So?
I can just hold it. Anyway. Anywho.
I digress.
Anyway, you're in the stage of becoming the first human Spectre, and there's also this rogue Spectre by the name of Saren.
Who gets stuff done.
who he's trying to bring back this ancient race of machines known as the Reapers.
Dun dun dun!
Because they, reap fields.
That's the stupidest joke ever. Get out!
Give 5 minutes, I'm sure you'll think of one stupider. Alright.
No, probably.
Okay, so the Reapers are basically this race of machines that comes by and destroys all or almost all organic life every...
Intergalactic death robots.
Exactly.
Of doom.
And they destroy them every so often, 100,000 years.
I believe it's 50.
50,000, sure, we'll go with that. And so you're trying to stop, with your crew, trying to stop him and save the galaxy, so
Which
to
is
speak.
fun.
It's very fun. So you have lots of different characters that support you, and very much diversity. You have a couple of human characters, and then you have the Quarian, which she is a tech-based person who lives in this environmental suit, and she can't leave.
The Krogan.
The Krogan.
Which is a hybrid between a bat and a dinosaur.
And just, yeah, basically, you don't want to piss off a Krogan.
Like, yeah, but not a superhero.
Yeah.
Can you even see the covers back
He
here?
pointed to Arkham City, Batman. But yeah, basically Krogans are the ones that will be, you piss them off, they're going to rip off your organs and make you watch.
Rip off your organs?
Yeah.
Do you mean rip out?
Whatever. This is Mass Effect, there might be some aliens with their organs on the outside.
Brutes, maybe, but they're technically Krogan.
Whatever.
Spoiler alerts!
Anywho, then there's, then you have the Asari, you have what is Garrus again?
The Turian.
Turian, that's it. I just blanked on that. So you have the Turian. You have lots of different characters to help you on this journey, and you face lots of tough choices.
Including Seth Green. He's in this game.
Seth Green is in this game as a crippled driver.
So?
Just saying that he...
Do you have a problem with handicapped people?
Oh, no, not in the slightest.
No,
They just can't drive.
Do you have a problem with handicapped people?
They get to park the closest to buildings, and I don't...
Hey, they deserve it. Get out. I have family who are in wheelchairs. Get out.
I'm just joking, okay? Alright. Then, so you in this really strange crew have to save the galaxy. Some of the choices in here actually are, some of them are galaxy-wide choices that will affect the whole galaxy. Some of
Others are if a guy who's a fanboy is going to show up in a bar in the next game.
Yeah.
And there's a glitch in this transfer system that makes it look like you shoot him in the fight every time. Makes me warm and fuzzy inside.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Neither do I.
And some of them will just be which girl you want to get with. Or boy, there's if you're a girl character, you... Anywho, so there's lots of different diversity, lots of different choices that you make throughout this game that will affect the next game. And that's something why I don't think... usually when a popular game comes out, there'll be copycats. People will try to make their own version of that game because it's popular. But I've never seen many versions of that for Mass Effect.
That's because people are too lazy to copy anything else besides Call of Duty.
Yeah,
or Halo.
Mass Effect is probably such a pain in the butt to code and to work that nobody else wants to go through that trouble. I mean, the whole point of copying someone's work is to not do any work. So it would take so much trouble. Like, no other video game has ever had that sort of things where you have choices in the first game that will carry on to the second game, and your choices in the first and second game will carry on to the third game.
That's not true.
Yeah, well, that was the promise.
Yeah, but Knights of the Old Republic there before.
Oh, really?
I do believe so.
Okay, well...
No, I've only played the first one.
I don't know. As I say, I'm not a big RPG guy. Good thing you're here. You saved me from making a mistake. So...
Where would you be without me?
Well, right now, 625 subscribers.
By me. I'm probably right here in the middle.
No thanks.
The covers of an awesome series.
Okay, yeah.
I'm just starting to ramble now.
Alright, so what would be some stuff about the game that you would say is bothersome? Like stuff that doesn't...
The textures load slowly sometimes.
Yeah?
You open a door, everything's blurry. Including you.
Oh, you mean including Shepard?
Yes.
Or am I in the game?
Yes, you're the guy who gets killed in the end. You're one of the red shirts. Or blue.
Red shirts. Whoa! Did Star Trek come in on the scene? I didn't see that ending.
It's a cliche, all right.
All right.
Definitely I'm wearing a great one.
For me, the most annoying thing about Mass Effect, not that there's a whole lot, but is the upgrading your weapon system, because first you get a few upgrades like incendiary ammo. Yeah, that's what I meant. Where you burn opponents, or toxic ammo, or disruptor, blah, blah, blah. Explosive. But then they start to get upgraded. You'll get toxic ammo level 1, and then you'll get cryo ammo level 2, and then you end up with like so much junk laying around your ship that you won't know what to do with it.
That's how you get money.
I know, but you keep on getting more and more, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna put this
noob.
I'm gonna put this style of weapon with this guy, and then this girl will get this type of weapon, and then you go back, you're like halfway through the game, and then you look back and you realize that Ashley is still using a level 1 gun or something like that. You know, there's so much. It's too much.
That's why you do it every time before you open the door.
I know, but it's such a pain.
Welcome to RPGs. Think of it like this. At least it's not Deus Ex inventory.
Alright, I'll pretend I know what that means. Alright, now, one thing that you'll probably hate me for is something that I'm not crazy about. The Mako, actually.
Get out!
No, not that I dislike it. I enjoy it very... Hey, don't tempt me, man. Let me explain.
Go on.
Sometimes I just get tired of sometimes landing on other planets, driving the Mako around, only to get like a 5-second firefight, then I have to go back up to space. I like driving the Mako around, but if this isn't an off-roading game. It's a sci-fi game, you know. I enjoy it for what I will say this, that I enjoy driving the Mako, get resources that way more than the other games. You know, like scanning planets and dodging Reapers. I enjoy the Mako more than that. But the handling of it isn't perfect, and it's a little jumpy. But you know, it's okay. It's not exactly my greatest pleasure to play as it.
I'll be watching you.
Okay. One thing that this game has so many side missions. I mean, you fly out of space, all of a sudden they call you from the 5th Fleet and say, "Look, we need a mission for you."
That's a horrible Admiral Hackett.
I'm doing my best.
You're still in the thing that I think that you should get Clint Eastwood to play in the movie, didn't you? Aren't you?
No, Clint Eastwood was more like this punk. But you know, like you get some guy, you get him calling you and say, "I need you to do this." You're like, "Seriously, I'm trying to save the universe. Can't you handle this?" But there's so many great side missions, and it really depends on what type of character you chose.
Well, you see, you can choose your history for your character. For example, this one you have to deal with a cult. The leader of the cult is your old CEO if you're ruthless.
For me, since I chose a guy that he grew up on a colony and he was a war hero, I don't remember what I had to do with. But you know, you can be a war hero, you can be a guy who did a bunch of shady things in the past, but lots of stuff that will get you chosen in order to do different side missions. There's lots of variety with this game and lots of different things to choose. And it's also fun to sometimes play a mission, when you play the mission the first time, to go back the next time you play it and choose different characters and see what they have to say on the subject.
Can we punch a reporter now? Can I please punch a reporter?
Fine. We're going to punch the reporter now.
I've had enough of your snide insinuations.
You son of a...
Okay.
As LaserDude previously explained, you play the game as Commander Shepard. Your history, gender, all the other type stuff is up to you. But you start the game on the ship known as the Normandy, which I think is playing right up there right now. Is it?
Partially, yeah.
Yeah, partially, right there.
On the Normandy, you are going to this place and you don't really know much of what's happening. Then you land and you realize that this mechanical synthetic beings called the Geth
Or flashlight heads.
Are attacking this colony. And so you take them down and you try to get through this, and then you realize that the guy that you're with was a Spectre, but he gets killed by this other Spectre.
Named Saren.
Yes.
Who looks totally trustworthy. Just
Oh yeah,
put
like
a clip up.
I mean, that's like the most trustworthy guy I've ever seen. Did not see him coming.
I'd give my wallet to that guy.
Yeah, just for safekeeping.
You brought the money in my wallet.
Oh,
he's
he's that type of guy.
Yeah, he's just such a great guy. He's such a big guy.
Anyway, so while there, you get hit with this thing called the Beacon that saps these memories of this ancient culture called the Protheans, who are responsible for creating these mass relays
and all the other fancy stuff
that can just fly you across the galaxy.
Explains the game instead of just saying it's magical.
Yes, it's all this mechanical stuff from an ancient race that has been extinct for so long that nobody knows what happened to them. You get hit with this beacon, you see memories of this being known as the Reaper destroying all of the Protheans. You don't really, it's all snippets in your mind, you don't really know what's happening, but you know that Saren is working with the Reapers, trying to help them. You don't know why, but here you are on this journey to try to find a way to stop Saren and stop the Reapers from coming back.
And of course the politics don't believe you.
Of course.
Damn politicians.
They
when do they ever do anything good? Like, they just sit there and argue. So anyway, you get evidence that proves Saren's working with the Geth. So the politicians, yes, make you a Spectre, or a super cop, allowing you to kill anyone who gets in your way without having to file paperwork.
It is the decision of the Council that you be granted all the powers and privileges of the Special Tactics and Reconnaissance Branch of the Citadel.
Spectres are not trained, but chosen. Individuals forged in the fire of service and battle, those whose actions elevate them above the rank and file.
Spectres are an ideal, a symbol, the embodiment of courage, determination, and self-reliance. They are the right hand of the Council, instruments of our will.
The Spectres bear a great burden. They are protectors of galactic peace, both our first and last line of defense. The safety of the galaxy is theirs to uphold.
You are the first human Spectre, Commander. This is a great accomplishment for you and your entire species.
I'm honored, Counselor.
We're sending you into the Traverse after Saren. He's a fugitive from justice, so you are authorized to use any means necessary to apprehend or eliminate him.
I'll find him.
This meeting of the Council is adjourned.
But we still don't believe you about the Reapers.
They never do.
Alright, well, you're sent off to help.
To stop the Geth from destroying the galaxy.
Yeah. And the Reapers.
Ooh.
Reapers.
Scary. We are sucks. Enough said.
Why?
I just don't like her, okay?
Hey, she's an Asari, she's a scientist.
She's annoying. I don't like her.
Is it because she gets into your head?
Possibly. I still don't like her.
You don't like anybody in your head?
Especially Hugo Strange.
Enough said.
Enough said. Punch another reporter!
So the Mass Effect game, the first one, it's a very fun game. The combat is very simple. It's a duck and cover game, which is kind of to my chagrin. I prefer to just run out and shoot things, but that's going to get you killed. The firing mechanics are very well done. The choosing your opponent's your sidekick's powers and stuff is fun once you get the hang of it. It took me a while to get the hang of it. But you know, it's fun to just have one person blast them into oblivion and have the other one lift them up in the air for you to shoot at. And overall, it's a very fun and entertaining game. And its story is very strong throughout. No matter if you choose to be a Paragon or a Renegade, play them both. Both of them are very grasping and very entertaining to watch.
And as a Renegade, you can punch a reporter. That's always a good thing.
We established that.
Indeed.
Is there anything you have to say left about Mass Effect 3, or Mass Effect before we close up?
I still hate you for not liking the makeup.
It's just, I don't hate it.
I still hate you.
I just don't think it's that
you.
great. I mean, it's a weird car.
It's a quad. There's a difference.
A quad?
Well, not quad, because there's 6 wheels. But
Yeah.
it's an ATV!
Whoop-de-doo.
With a cannon.
Yay.
Beware the Reaper. Wait, no, it's Don't
Don't
Fear
fear the Reaper. Don't think I'm singing this right.
You ruined it. Get out.
This is my house. If anyone's gonna get out here, it's you, mister.
Pow. I win.
Remember, guys, I'm Lazy99, and if I don't like it, it's not worth it. Join us next time when we review Mass Effect 2.
Except for the Mako. It's worth it.
Whatever.
No, whatever. Mako.
Be sure to check out more of my other videos on my channel, and wait for more coming soon.